Come, ladies and gentlemen, Kimani ICHUNGWA is coming out with a very serious news to discuss about. Kimani ICHUNGWA is saying that it is good to propose the purchasing of the new jet to the president. Kimani ICHUNGWA, speaking in the parliament yesterday, he proposed that it is good the government to buy for the current head of state the new jet. This news comes a day, 2 days ago, when the country had buried the General Francis Ogola the late, together with his junior staff, after a plane crashed in Elgeyo Marakwet. This is whatever Kimani ICHUNGWA is saying. CDF Ogola chopper crash. Kimani ICHUNGWA calls for purchase of new presidential jet. That is whatever we want to discuss and find what might be secret behind this, ladies and gentlemen. As this is happening, Kenyans are not having peace in their mind on even purchasing some of the food products, food commodities in their houses. And I wonder why the government could have proposed the buying of the new jet to the president and any other military sector or government sector. Yet our doctors are still on the street. Yet the promises are never been fulfilled. This was even captured by the Citizen TV on now Kimani ICHUNGWA was proposing this. I want us to take a look and listen again to this video clip of Kimani ICHUNGWA supporting the purchasing of the new jet to the president. After that, ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to form the basis of our analysis.
And from that news about the national and county government's refusal to budge on doctors' pay demands, let's move on to another story now, where Majority Leader Kimani ICHUNGWA took to the floor of the National Assembly Monday to propose the purchase of a new presidential jet and modernized military equipment. ICHUNGWA argues that the current presidential jet was purchased in the late 80s and needs to be replaced in the next financial year. His proposal, of course, coming in the wake of the tragic death of the Chief of Defense Forces General Francis Ogola in a military chopper last week. Calls are now being made to purchase new and modernized military equipment.
And I've had many members during the budget making process criticize without knowledge the modernization of military equipment. And Honorable Speaker, probably this now offers that opportunity, that as we consider the next few years' budgets, this coming financial year and the next years, to seriously consider modernization of all our military equipment, including the aircrafts that we use, not just in the military, but also in the police, including, Honorable Speaker, the presidential jet. Honorable Speaker was saying the presidential jet, you remember, was purchased in the early 80s or late 80s by former President Daniel Arap Moi. And probably this offers that opportunity now to reconsider all this equipment, be it aircraft and other military equipment, Honorable Speaker, towards modernizing them to the modern equipment that is safe and good for use, not just by the military, but also other government officers.
Listen to the video on how Kimani ICHUNGWA was having interest that President deserved to have a new chopper. When they were spending millions on cars, did they use anybody? That is the question we ought to ask ourselves. So how they spent millions on cars It's the same way they should propose on how to purchase their own new jet. What I mean is that they should not force Kenyans to pay taxes for president to be purchased for new jet, for military choppers or any other things else, because Kenyans are no longer having money to purchase the government properties and any other things in their own interest. I want us to dig deep on those few remarks, ladies and gentlemen. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, if this might be your first time watching me at Zan Kenya TV YouTube channel, I request you kindly do me a favor. Take a 1 second and click that subscriptions button and subscribe to our channel. When you subscribe to our channel, the video will automatically come to your YouTube platform. I also want to appreciate you so much for tuning in and subscribing to our video, liking this video, and also your support on giving us your opinion at the comment section below. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find so well wherever you are. Let's proceed. Details emerge from ICHUNGWA as proposed the buying of new jet in government institution. That is whatever we want to discuss about. He proposed of the modernization of military chopper, presidential chopper, MPs, and so on and so on. This is a very good proposal, but is bringing it at the wrong time, because even a mad person can say that the government have lost direction. Doctors are striking. What have they done to solve this doctor strike? The money they will use to purchase the jet or the private jet to the president, the military modernization, is enough to pay our doctors who are being rained on the street fighting for their right. It's enough to pay the debts Kenyans are owing to many people across the continent. These people should be serious with whatever they're saying. Kenyans is paying huge tax. Kenyans pay many taxes every day. And if you will be keen enough, you started following how tax are being paid, you will be shocked, and you will actually realize that the government only loves themselves. They only care themselves. They don't care among others. They don't care on whatever people are passing through. So the current MP is having a very interesting story to break down and discuss about. That is whatever we want to discuss about. Number one, according to my side, Kimani Ichung'wah is fighting for President William Samoei Ruto. That is my first view. Then number two, Kimani Ichung'wah is having interest because they normally border the same chopper with the president. They normally use the same jet. Recently we've seen them. It's only that it's none of our business. We also saw even Oscar Sudi using Air Force. We saw Ndini Nyoro is using Air Force. We saw several of them using the Air Force, which according to Constitution, the Air Force is only meant for the president and his security guards to use it. So these people are having interest to purchase the jet in order for them to use it. Again, they are having interest to make president happy, but not Kenyans. This is very sad. The money they want to use to purchase the presidential jet, they should use it to pay doctors, but take the jets to the service. As they complain that the jets military always used were bought long time ago, and they are still emphasizing they ought to use it. Why now, after the death of the late Francis Ogola, they are now proposing of new jet, they are now proposing of several things? This one can tell you in that if Ogola was alive, they could have not proposed this. You get the point? But because Ogola is dead, they fear that any other person of their interest might die. They want to buy a new jet to secure this person. Let them also use the old jet. Let them also use the old jet in order to face whatever they want to face. What I want to say is that the government should be serious with every person's life. Let them not consider any other person, let them not consider their only life as they take someone's life for granted. If Ogola was alive, they could have proposed this again. They could have even taken the choppers to the services. Then Kenyans could have said, yes, it is true. But because Kenyans have faced tragedy, it means the government was reluctant. They had no interest even to buy new jet. They had no interest to purchase new jet for the president. But because Ogola is dead, they are proposing to buy a new jet to the president, to buy a new chopper to the president. What does this one tell you? It is very clear that they only consider their welfare. This government loves themselves and they are full of tribalism. They only consider other tribes. That is what also I can say, which we omit and we should correct among ourselves. So Kimani Ichung'wah have lost direction and is very courageous to say this way. Yet our doctors is also striking, who is going to rescue our country. As I end my analysis at this point, ladies and gentlemen, drop your opinion at the comment section below for more political updates. Thank you very much, and bye-bye as you hope to meet on another political news. What can you say on this move, ladies and gentlemen?